The biggest superpower you can have is being giddy while pushing up a boulder uphill for eternity. Being perfectly happy with being in the shoes of Sisyphus. And as absurd as that sounds, there are probably two types of personalities that actually enjoy that type of pain. It's either the fools or the lunatics. And the biggest and happiest fool in the fictional world is probably SpongeBob. You know, as a 90s kid growing up, SpongeBob was always one of my favorite shows. And there was another cartoon called Dexter's Laboratory, which was also one of my favorites. I don't know if you guys know, but those were probably my top two. So every time SpongeBob was on TV, I would sit alone on the floor and just immerse myself in the world beneath the ocean. And, you know, there's something about SpongeBob that made him so appealing. He wasn't strong. He wasn't a genius. He wasn't a superhero with any kind of superpowers. He was just a silly guy living under the ocean in a pineapple, but he was always having a blast, right? He was having the best time of his life, and maybe that was his charm. The ability to make ordinary things feel so special. But you know, even for a cartoon world, SpongeBob's life is not that even exciting, right? He flips Krabby Patties for a living. His boss, Mr. Krabs, is a greedy pig who only cares about money. His neighbor, Squidward, hates him to death. And he's always annoyed by SpongeBob. Patrick, his friend, is a bird brain. SpongeBob lives alone with his pet Gary, but he's just the happiest guy, right? Probably the giddiest guy in cartoon history. And if you remember the episodes from SpongeBob, he's either getting ripped off and bamboozled most of the time or pissing other people off unintentionally. So he's so unashamedly blunt yet courageously capable at the same time. And, you know, at first you think that it's just a silly character, but it's almost awe-inspiring and motivational, right? And especially during these times, I feel like this SpongeBob way of approaching life is maybe the best attitude you can have. Nowadays, the world has become too oversaturated and competitive that it is catastrophically chaotic sometimes. We are overwhelmed by all of these things happening around us. And in an age built upon mass algorithm and social media, radical ideas are the only things that are getting put in front of our eyes every single day. So that makes things worse. So we don't seek knowledge, we don't search meaning, we don't ask questions. We just simply consume what is only given to us on a plastic spoon. And we suck on that spoon until we get sick. And we beg for more like drug addicts. So we live in a time where anything extreme is rewarded with attention, right? Provocative ideas from either political spheres, 24-hour Truman Shows type live streams, degeneracy online, sexual arousal, gooning, all types of things. And it's hard not to go insane in this modern world when everything keeps spinning around you in real-time, hyperspeed, panoramic view. So I thought, what would SpongeBob do if he were to live in the modern world? First of all, I think he would love his boring job. And he would be amazing at it too. Like, he's good at flipping Krabby Patties and enjoys doing it so much, right? Second of all, he would be laughing at his own jokes instead of the stuff he sees online. That's just what I see in my head. Third of all, he would be a good friend to those around him and just take care of anyone living together in his house, right? He's a generous guy. He happy. He has this positive energy. So I feel like he's going to take good care of his friends and family. Fourth of all, I think he just would be carefree, right? So carefree that it makes him so hated, envied, and loved all at the same time. And he wouldn't give two shits about what anyone thinks. You guys hear that? I think I heard SpongeBob laughing.